Dr. Karen Can here. Welcome to another edition of the Spiritual Medicine Digest. And you're probably wondering, why do I have a red circle on my forehead? Well, my Medi-cupping specialist, Gretchen, who's next door to me, was doing Medi-cupping on me, and she intuitively felt that I needed it on my third eye, which I really did do. But sometimes, even though I know that it could be useful, I don't do it because I'll look like this. Anyway, so now why does she have to do that? Well, that's something I want to talk to you about this week. I got to tell you, the last 3 days have been pretty intense for me physically, and I don't often get headaches or migraines, but when I do, usually it's related to planetary things. So with my conversations with Source, and I've kind of rechecked this a couple of times just to make sure that I was connected the way I want to be connected, even though I wasn't feeling well. The planets, so to speak, are converging. You know, if you've been following me for a while, that our personal lives have been converging so that all the other timelines are converging or collapsing so that we can heal other timelines very easily, and sometimes we can feel symptoms coming from other timelines. Now, when the planets converge, it's not like all the same way that we converge, and that's the word I was, given, but what it kind of means is that my understanding anyway, is that all the versions of Mother Earth and all the multiverse are now connected on a soul level with each other, just like we have soul cords for all our other versions of ourselves and all our timelines. Sort of like planet Earth has her own versions of soul cords. The other thing that happens is that there's some sort of planetary alignment, so that all planets and all planets of a particular universe can now communicate to each other on an energetic level, sort of like everybody kind of recognizes each other again. And I'm not really sure why it's happening now, except that it's happening. So what was happening to a few of us that are some of the sensitives, those of us that have the job, I suppose, to transmute some of these energies during the conversion, because some of these energies are, ascension energies at the planet, on a planetary scale, that there's detox on a planetary scale, so to speak. So some of us do help to transmute those energies, and I was one of them, and there are many, a couple other people that I know, and probably many others that I don't know, that may be going through the same thing. So if you have been feeling a lot of neck tension or pain or headaches because of the intense ascension type energies of planets, you aren't alone, and it should pass pretty soon. Of course, always work on your grounding, which is something that is very important, and also infused into all my MP3s, the Ascension 1s and 2s, and the Deep Healings, etc. So those already have that grounding in there. But if you know how to do your grounding, go ahead and do that manually as well on a regular basis. So, I really wanted to go skating the last couple days, but, Source said no. So the body wasn't ready to do that kind of physical activity, so I pretty much just rested, and I do feel a lot better today. And I do want to give a big shout out of thanks to my Light Warrior group, who is also supporting and helping me and other people through this. Now, some people had other things going on with them, definitely being out of body sometimes, people tripping and falling and having accidents. So lots of love to all you folks, and we can all just encourage each other to continue the grounding. So my headache is pretty much gone. The head pressure is gone. I do have a little bit of neck stiffness left, but so much better. The other thing that I want to share with you, besides this whole planetary convergence, is that through one of my healing sessions this week, it's come up that there were certain tendencies that each of us have to be unwell, unbalanced, ill, whatever. So for example, and sometimes you think, oh, it's genetic, in my family I have diabetes, so you may have the tendency to have diabetes. In my case, a tendency towards, lymphatic congestion or digestive issues. And apparently, on the soul level, we'll call this part of the soul blueprint or a subset of the crystal body matrix, that sometimes that this blueprint is programmed to give you certain vulnerabilities or susceptibilities as part of what's necessary for your spiritual journey. But what's very interesting this week, it came up that we are now allowed to change this. Not everyone, because sometimes people need whatever issue they have for their sole purpose. But at least for me and some other people, that it has been allowed now. So you can ask, with your divine muscle testing, if you are allowed to rewire any particular, soul-driven vulnerabilities or susceptibilities that lead you to less than perfect health in any timeline. These tend to be in multiple timelines, by the way. Sort of like personality, like your soul personality remains similar in other timelines, but this would be like, we're talking about susceptibilities, so like illness and things like that, whether it be mental, physical, or whatever. So just ask whether you have these susceptibilities programmed into the soul blueprint, and whether or not you can change those or rewire those, or take those out and put the perfect ones in. There's I think a growing number of people where that is allowed, because they have done their soul's work, they've come really far, and they don't need those susceptibilities anymore, because they've grown through whatever they were supposed to learn, life lesson, with those vulnerabilities in place. So that's kind of exciting news. I'd love to hear from you to see how that works for you, whether that's shifted you in any way, how that feels. So let me know. You can comment below the video. The other thing I want to share with you is that we have an exciting radio show coming up. It's going to be a recorded replay, because the folks are in different parts of the world, so we had to record it, and I was going to be away. So it's going to be airing on Monday, if all the technology goes well, airing on Monday. And on Monday, we are going to be talking to two folks, Barbara and Miguel, and Darlene and Miguel. Sorry, Barbara and Miguel was on the first one. Darlene and Miguel, who are featured in, Miguel's actually the author of the book Being with the Beings. So many of the Light Warrior crew of my tribe are already, know that they are starseeds. Some of them know that they are hybrids, and some of them are having contact with extraterrestrials. Now, the bias is that the contact with extraterrestrials is unpleasant, or that there's interference, but that is not always the case. And here is the other side of things, the other experiences. So with Miguel and his friends, the people he interviewed in his book, Being with the Beings, they're talking about connecting with extraterrestrials in a positive way. So some of you actually may be getting visitations from extraterrestrials now that you've come so far in your spiritual journey, and then you might not know what to do with that information. Sometimes you'll have to erect healthier boundaries so you're not getting woken up at night, so it's not disturbing your everyday function. But sometimes they will make contact when they feel that you're ready. So you might want to know this information. So be on the show and listening to the replay on Monday, which is at 3 p.m. Eastern. And we'll go ahead and put the link underneath the YouTube video on YouTube. And if you're on my mailing list, we'll be sending you that link directly. So check out that show. So, just erase from your mind that all ETs are bad or trying to interfere. Some are really trying to help, so we can get more information from both of those lovely people on the radio show. The other thing I wanted to share with you is exciting as well. On Tuesday, on the 18th, From Heartache to Joy is going to replay my interview with Aram about the Light Warrior Advanced Healing Program. So this is a program for sensitives, such as starseeds, indigos, hybrids, walk-in empaths, earth angels. So if you are the kind of person that's sensitive, empathetic, these energies going on in the world are actually really, really challenging for you. And so in this program, we talk about and share and heal how to be who you really are, not feel other people's stuff if it's not yours to deal with. And if it is yours to deal with, how to deal with it, how to clear all your blueprints, get rid of entity attachments, get yourself, going into your soul's mission and purpose. So we have lots to talk about on the interview. So if you have not listened to that interview, which launched on May 3rd of 2017, the replay is going to be Tuesday, July 18th at 11 a.m. Eastern. So if you're on the From Heartache to Joy mailing list, you'll get that link directly. You can also go on my mailing list at KarenCan.com to get that link as well. So this is great if you have not heard this, if you're sensitive and life is not smooth and easy going, or you're not in peace and you don't know what to do, this is the call for you. So I'm really excited that they're going to replay this call. And I will be on a vacation visiting my family, but I will be available on the From Heartache to Joy group page, so that folks that have not joined the program, who are wanting to know whether or not it is right for them, I will be posting there that you can post underneath and ask me to divine muscle test you to see if the program's right for you. And it's not always right for everyone, so it's not like everyone, it's a yes. But a lot of times people that do, want to know, there's a package A, B, and C, and there's also a VIP group, so I can test you for which of those, if any, are appropriate for you. And we'd love for you to join our Light Warrior group if it resonates with you. Okay, so that's all for this week's Spiritual Medicine Digest. Have a wonderful week. Remember to ground. I think I took 2 showers yesterday because it just felt like I needed to clean my aura. So, do your self-care, whether that be Epsom salt bath, or I have a Vibes Up shower thingy. So, the shower handle, so all those gems and everything. I like showering. I can program my water with my Ascension 1s and 2s or the Aquaware. So make sure that you do take care of yourself. If you're one of those, one of us that have to help transmute these energies for the planets, and just know that it's just temporary. It's just temporary. The pain and discomfort will go away, but you may need to take care of yourself a little bit better this week. All right, take care. Lots of love. Bye.